recently my friends put me onto yogurt, and I'm not gonna lie, they might have been spiffing with that one. Yogurt's kind of baller, dude. Chat check who got Draco. Well, I still haven't had any luck in pulling Draco, unfortunately. Hasn't been going great for your boy. Not even the daily disappointments can help me out. Maybe one day. Maybe one of these days I'll be lucky enough to get something on the daily disappointment, but today is not that day, unfortunately. Mothman sighted. Is that Mothman I see? Could be, could be. Could be cooking. The only thing about yogurt when I eat it is it makes me feel like a child. Kind of in a good way. It brings me back to the good old days when I could just be eating dino nuggies. All I had to worry about was my math tables. I just had to wonder, man, what happens if Jerry has 2 apples? He gains 2 more, but then Timothy takes 2 of them. When those were life's greatest questions. And now it's a much more complicated word problem. Now it's taxes. Now it's taxes. Now it's, if the US government takes this much money away from you and you pay this much, how much jail time are you going to be spending? Alright. Pulling up the guide. Random Gungler enemies. You got it. The event story is awesome. Yeah, I read it 2 years ago when it came out. I was so gassed and wanted to know what happened so bad that I just read it. I just read it when it came out. I was like, nah, I gotta know. I gotta be put on to what's happening. What are the event bonus? What are my options? I kind of want to do... I kind of want to run a quick serving, you know? Kind of feeling like the quickness. These characters suck. Okay, never mind. What are my arts options? Oh my good, arts has pretty privilege. Ooh. Could be a Masashi event. No, it is probably Buster Angle. Oh wait, we can use Morgan now, right? Can't we farm with Morgan because we have a repend done? Yes, sir, we can. That is an option. Do that. That. Boom. Boom. I need to get rid of Draco so I can gaslight people into thinking that I don't have her. Let's do... Who's a good gaslighting? Who do we gaslight people with? Who's close to... Ooh, we can get Salter's Bana. Dude, we can gaslight and we can use... we can get our Jolter Bond up? There's just no way, right? There's just no way. So now you guys are the lucky few that know that we're not gaslighting. And I'm going to have to trust you to make sure that we gaslight people effectively. So as of right now, we have not pulled Draco. Like an event where Morgan has Bond, I have to use her, right? I'm like contractually obligated to use Morgan. What's up, Kale? The man is not using the most OP character. I want to use Morgan. I really want to use Ace, but she's unfortunately shadow banned on NA. She's not allowed. They won't let us have Happy Morgan, unfortunately. Can't have nice things. Unfortunate. To invest in Nero is to invest in happiness. Not wrong. I would be happy if I pulled Draco. Jimmy Carter was president when I was in high school? That's crazy. He might be the oldest man alive. You might be the oldest man alive. I grew up in the Reagan and Bush administrations. My innate reaction is, bro, why are these people playing FGO? But then again, that just means FGO appeals to people of all ages, races, denominations. Not genders, though. Women are not allowed to play FGO. Women can't play FGO. They're not allowed. I was going to sell a limb if I needed more quartz for Draco. I mean, unironically, they should let hospitals buy kidneys, right? They should let us buy kidneys, right? Like, I could sell one, I can always make another one. Like, if I could sell a kidney for $30,000, I think I would. How long does it take a kidney to regenerate, actually? How long does it take to get one back? Like 6 months? A year, maybe, at tops? I'm gonna look that up. How long... Or is that your liver? Does it take a kidney to regrow? Kidneys do not typically grow back after they've been damaged or removed. Ooh. Okay, no, that's your liver. Alright. I'll just take your liver to regrow. If a portion is the remaining... Okay. Okay, but what if I, like... The donor's liver can regrow, reaching 90% of its original size within 3 months? How much does a liver sell for? The liver trade is also prominent in transplant tourism, which prices 150,000. What the? An excruciating post-operative recovery period that deters donor. Like, I'll do the like. What do I like? What are we talking? Like, what's this post-treatment cost, huh? Like, yeah, it's a liver. Yeah, yeah, man. Yeah, I was tripping. I was like, wait a minute. I was like, dude, this is so lucrative. This is so lucrative. You sell one of your kidneys, and you just regrow the other one. And I was like, no, never mind. Yeah, that's your liver. No. 4,000 might not be worth the post-operative recovery period. But 157, like, I'll do it for 30. What are you planning to do? I just wanted to know how much you could sell a liver for. Well, it says it's prominent in transplant tourism, right? So can you, like, go to a different country and sell your liver? Where it's, like, legal? Or is that legal anywhere? Would it have to be the liver and the skin that regenerates? Yeah, I don't want to give up my skin. That post-operation sounds like it'd be very painful. Speedrunning federal watch list? Yeah, the next thing I have to do is, where do I bury the body? It's black market stuff. I'm sorry, lads, the dream's dead. Never mind. You know, if you could actually sell your liver and do that, I'm sure some gacha, like, addict in Japan would have already done it. Like, somebody would have done it already. I would not be the first person to think of it. There is definitely somebody, like, super deranged that would be like, I gotta get... I don't know, like, insert... Firefly, right? Let's just say Firefly. Like, I didn't get Firefly in Star Rail. I sold my kidney. People go to other countries to buy them? Okay, but that means those countries have to have sellers. What I mean? The countries where they're being bought have to have individuals that are selling, right? Now, the worst case scenario is you go there, you get jumped by some goons, and they just take it from you, don't make any money. When I get my login sync course tomorrow, give me a ritual for Draco. Oh, I actually... Okay, hold on. Okay, your homework... Your ritual will be to read Revelation 17 verses 1 through 18. That is your summoning catalyst for Draco. And upon reading, you will understand why. Reminds me of an old movie where clones are raised only for organ transplants. Now, while that is really messed up, that does sound like a really good idea. Can we not just sin instead? It's about that. Klidge tried the Book of Revelations, wasn't helpful. It only works for real believers. You have to believe it in your heart. That's why I got Draco. It's the Jesus buff. When summoning for biblical servants, you will always get them. I don't know why I got Tiamat though, because Tiamat's not in the... She's not in the Bible. I don't exactly know where she would fit in. I mean, look, the Egyptian gods made a cameo. Why not just clone the organs directly? Because think about it like this. If you make a clone, you get all of the organs. And if you decide you don't need the organs, now you have, let's say an intern. You have an intern to grab you coffee and stuff. Man. Blade Runner is based on one of his books. Augers. You know what? I'm just happy somebody in my audience is reading. Anyone else like Satanta? I like him. In the story, he's pretty cool. As a unit, he's aight. Like, is he the best free-to-play? Nah. But is he alright? Yeah, he's alright. He's aight. He's aight. Gets the job done. Alright, I need to do this twice. This drops the gold currency. Naughty Naughty Koyanskaya, wrong CE. He's fun. Yeah, he's a fun character. He'll get the job done. Like, if you don't have a good single target DPS, he'll get the job done for you. He's solid rocks, as some would say. We do that. Is the secondary the silver or gold? It is... Or, silver, gold. Bronze, I mean. Bronze. Okay, we'll do that. Unfortunato. No Salter Gaming. Well, we could fit a 3-star. We could do Boudica. Boudica's got yams. And she's coming up. Oh yeah, so we did get the deets on the grailing. Turns out to grail them in order. Hold on, let me double check. Do I have a... No, I do have a ground saber? Oh, okay. I got Salter grailed already. Nice. Is Locusta worth leveling at NP5? She's worth leveling at NP1. Bro. Go watch the video. I just got Tonalico after watching your caster banner video. Bro, I love you. Thank you. Mucho apreciado. And enjoy your Tonalico. Or Ace the Savior. Or Beach Queen Morgan. Whatever your prerogative is. But he still got the 2 dodge exactly. That reminds me, I probably should do a video on Satanta, huh? What's your goal for your account right now? I guess it's to pull for Tonalico. We're gonna go for the NP5, probably. More than likely going for the NP5. And then... after that, it would be nice to pull Summer Castoria. Like, that would be pretty cool. And then I guess Kenshin? Like, that's kind of my summoning list. Can't think of... because there's not a whole lot of older units that I want. Like, they can't really hit me on the reruns. So I'm trying to think. What older characters would I want? Let me go through. Let's see. If a servant came out on Raid Up today, would I be inclined to summon for them? Just assuming nobody I want is coming out around them. Let's just see. So I have Artoria and Salter, so that's pretty locked down. I have OG Nero. I have Altera. I have Okita. I have Mordred. I have Nero Bride. I have Masashi. I have Arthur. I would like Sigurd, because I think he's cool in the story, but I'm not, like, in a rush to get him, you know? He's one of those characters that, like, if I got him on a Destiny Order summon, I'd be pretty happy. Or if I got him on a GSSR, that's fine. I have Tomoe Saber. I got Bard. Yeah, I guess so, like, Takadu's the next Saber I would want. I do want Takadu. I did quite enjoy Samurai Remnant. Archers, I have Gil. Don't really want a whole lot of archers. Like, I have Moriarty. I would like Super Orion. But Super Orion is very similar to Sigurd. Like, I would just be happy to get them on, like, a GSSR or, like, a Destiny Order banner. Like, I'd be pretty content pulling him at that point. Like, I'm not exactly jumping at the heels to summon on a Super Orion banner. But, like, if I got him on a GSSR Destiny Order summon, I'd be happy. Because I don't think I would use him very much. But I would just kind of like to have him, you know, for collection. I do want Tamatomo, but Tamatomo's on every single banner. So, in theory, I'll eventually get him, right? I do want Durga, but unfortunately, Durga comes out right before the Tonalico banner, so that is going to be a fat skippity skip from me, dog. Unfortunately, as much as I like Durga, and as good as I think she is, gonna be a yikes from me, mate. One yike, unfort. What's going on? Somebody was asking me what my goal for my account was, so I'm just kind of like going through like just different characters I would want. Because I was like, well, are there really any like old characters that I want? Because I'm pretty focused on new characters, and I'm just kind of going through the different classes. So it's like Sigurd, Super Orion would be nice, but I'm not gonna, you know, summon for them if they come out. I would like another copy of Melusine. I would quite enjoy an NP2 Melusine, maybe NP3. I would like to NP5 Gil, I guess. Like, he's at NP1. I would like to finish him at some point since he is my favorite character. So I would like to do that at some point. Those are some goals. Riders. Like, I would like Iskander at some point. I feel a lot better now that he's actually good. They fixed him up with his anniversary buff. Not this anniversary, but the next upcoming anniversary. Next year's. I would like Maeve, but I might just pick up Maeve with, the 5-star. Ooh, wait, I could pick up Tamatomo for free because we get that 5-star ticket for the 30 million download banner. I can just get him for free. Huh. Yeah, I kind of forgot about that. Kind of forgot we get a free 5-star. But it would probably be smarter to pick up Maeve, because Maeve is story locked. She's harder to get. It's gonna sound weird, but I kind of don't care if I get Ozymandias or not. Like, I like him a lot, I just don't really care if I have him or not. Like, I don't want him as much as I want, you know, Sigurd or Super Orion. Sounds weird. Sounds weird to say out loud. I would like Maid Alter and Ivan on the main account. I would like them over here. I would like Taigong. Taigong's on every banner, though. Summer Suzuka would be nice. I do quite enjoy Suzuka. Even if she's not super great, she's not very good, I would still like her, you know? I like Tamatomo's design. I like his design. And then, I just liked him in the story. The Bakken event really helped out as well. They gave him, like, such a cool little art of him, like, playing with the dogs. As a dog person, that cinched it. That cinched it for me. I was like, I gotta get this guy. I thought you pulled Maid Alter. That might be on JP. I don't think I have her on NA. Is there a 5-star? No, during the 30 million download campaign. It's gonna be in the future. Someone check though. I don't think I have Maid Alter on NA. That's JP. Oh. The fuck? Since when, dog? Since when? When did you get in my... What the heck? How long have you been here? Or how long have you been here, dude? Acquired? 2024, last December? I think it was a YOLO pull on a rerun. That would make sense. That would track. That would make sense. And if it was a YOLO pull, that would explain why I don't remember getting her. I only remember the pain and the suffering. I only remember when the pulls are really atrociously bad. Well, alright then. Okay. Ivan and FGO boring. Well, now I know who to not respect the opinions of. SSR tickets should be around September next year. Or we could just not get it. They could be like, actually, this is your 25th million download campaign, so we're not actually going to give it to you. NA, you have to wait till the actual 30 million download campaign, which I would not appreciate. I would think that would be very uncool. I would not be a fan of that. What about casters? Let's see. Have Tamamo, have Waver. I mean, y'all want to make playable Solomon? That'd be really cool. I mean, I even have, like, Anastasia. Like, I have a lot. I mean, like, Murasaki I would like. That'd be kind of cool. I do want Izumo, but, like, not that bad. Yeah, I guess the only casters I really want is Ace and Yui Shosetsu. But they're not out yet, so that's a future me problem. That's a problem for me in the future to deal with. That's his Saint Quartz to spend. About assassins. Probably not, right? Most assassins are mid. Actually, no, I do want some of these assassins. Like, I want MHX. Or maybe not. Maybe I do just want MHX. I mean, I would like Tets. Tets Kalipolka, he'd be really cool. I do want Kashin Koji, but she is on every single banner. So, not exactly gonna be rushing to pull for that character. Unless I inherit $1 million bajillion and I just have free spending money. Yeah, like, as outside of that, probably not jumping at the bit for that one. Zerks, I do want Kintoki. I mean, Galatea would be cool, but I'm not rushing to get her. Zerktoria would be nice. I really want Lohai because she seems really good. She seems really, really good. What about rulers? I would like Qi Shi Huang, just for collection purposes. Wouldn't use him, but I would like him for that. Melusine ruler, you know, I take it or leave it. We'll see how the Summer Castoria banners go. Well, we'll see how Ace goes, okay? Before anything else, we see how Ace's banner goes. We'll see if we get absolutely butt-blasted into oblivion by the Ace banner. Hopefully not. Hopefully I don't get absolutely riggedy-wrecked. And I can summon for her. If things go really, really well, then maybe we'll pull for Melusine Ruler. Kenshin I do really want. Like, probably after summer, it is just save for Kenshin at the end of the year, because I would like to get, ideally, NP2. Avengers? Let's see, Jean is NP2, I believe, on my account. I would like to NP5 her as the reason I'm even playing this game in the first place. I do believe that is deserved. I do want Mao Nobu. Still want Tyra. And... maybe Marie Alter. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe. New Dante's is going to be off vibes. I didn't read Ordeal Call 2, so I'm going to have to go off vibes on that one. If I really like him in Ordeal Call 2, then I'll summon. But if I don't like him, then I won't summon. Right now, I think he's kind of a bum. But not really. But, like, kind of. I have a very weird understanding of Ordeal Call 2, because I've only talked about it with people that have actually read the story chapter, and it sounds very weird. Lohai looks nuts, so yeah, Lohai is bonkers. She doesn't look nuts. I've gotten to use her. I just want to be able to use 2 of them, you know? I want to be able to use 2 of them things. One of them's already really good, so 2 of them is surely better. Yeah, Moon Cancer is, like, I would like BB Dubai and CL, you know, like everybody else, so we'll see how that goes when they come out. Probably going to be prioritizing the Dubai BB banners because that has MHXX alter on that one, and I would like to NP5 that character. So we will be prioritizing that banner over the CL one. So hopefully it doesn't go too bad. Hopefully we do really well on the BB Dubai banner, get all our 5 copies real fast, and then we can go get CL and then come back and get BB. Alter egos? I mean, I want Doman, and I would like Rasputin, but aside from that, I mean, I don't really care. Foreigners? I would like Jacques. I mean, Cuckoo would be nice, but I'm avoiding reading Lost Belt 7, so I don't want to get Cuckoo, you know? Because if I read Lost Belt 7, then I'm going to be like, oh my god, I have to get my grubby little mitts on this character. But if I never read Lost Belt 7 until I pull Cuckoo, then, you know, then it's not a problem. Then I won't care. That's the strategy. Just avoid that part of the story until you pull the characters, and then there's no FOMO. There's no fear of missing out. See, I don't even know if I like using Alco, but I do like Alco herself, so I will be pulling. Pretenders? Hephaestion would be nice, but she's on every banner. Lady Avalon would be nice. I kind of want a copy of Cagliostro. Like, I just want him. He looks cool. He sounds like a nefarious lad. And as you could tell by me wanting Doman, I like my nefarious lads. Is Constantine worth it? Like, Constantine's a good servant, but is he worth, like, going out of your way to pull for? Well, that is the age-old question in FGO, that if you have no other banners around that you want to pull for, like, if your next 6 months are looking pretty clear, then I think you could go for Constantine. But if there's, like, a banger servant coming out in 3 months from a Constantine banner, then I personally wouldn't. I do want Phantasma as well. Phantasma seems pretty good. Kind of weird. It's like a character that dropped, and then it's like, wow, we got a new archetype Earth, and then everybody forgot she existed. Kind of crazy. It's like, wow, what a nutty bonkers servant. A new alt version for this person. And then it's like, all right, anyway, moving on. It's like, okay. Anyway, they drop that and then everyone's like, dude, look, Richard. Us as FGO players have to be suffering with like ADHD or something. It's like, wow, this new cute waifu servant. Oh my goodness, bro, it's a new chatty dude. Holy. MP2 Draco is important for refund on NP. If you don't have Black Rail maxed out, one copy is fine if you just want a good boss killer. I mean, yeah, NP1 Draco is fine. Constantine will be worth it in 2 years. Okay, well, I think you need to put this actually into context. Saying that Constantine will be worth it into 2 years tells me, one, that guy's never used Constantine. Constantine is fine right now. The problem is, nobody really wants to use Constantine because his gameplay style is really boring. And spoiler alert, it doesn't change. His gameplay style doesn't really change. He just gets better at doing what he does. So if you don't like using Constantine right now, like I would advise you, use Constantine for a little bit. Take him on a couple of quests. Use a friend one. And if you don't like the gameplay style, then you're not gonna like him when he gets his buff. Because it's gonna be pretty much the same character. He's just better at his job. He's just better at being tanky. And protecting the party. So if you don't like the gameplay style right now, you're not gonna like it. Isn't he all defense? He's like a tanky lad. He keeps the party alive, he gives some buffs, he's pretty good. That's crazy. He's a fine character currently. I have him maxed out. What changes, he gets better for what he does. It's almost like that's exactly what I just said. Time to save for Alice. Yeah, Alice, I haven't used her too much. I've used her in boss fights, but I have not used her for farming, because using a quick farmer as a friend, like bringing one as a friend, typically doesn't end very well. It's not a very good judge of what they're able to do, because quick units really need those 3 supports. Like, ideally, you would like the double ruler Scotty plus the normal Scotty, so you can get, like, maximum looping potential. So, not really bringing Alice to loot things when I don't have my own. But you can bring her for boss fights, and she's really good in those. You can bring her for boss fights and solos, and she's pretty good at that. Where's the best place to farm? Bond and NA? Just wait for the Bleached Earth, man. Just wait for Ordeal Call 1. It's like a month. It's like we got like a month, and then we get the Bleached Earth, and just go farm on that. Just wait for that. Just wait a month. You'll be fine. I'm very happy I didn't have 5 stars, so I used 30 tickets on Tiamat. I got 2 Tiamat and 1 Artoria. Artoria is good. She'll serve you well. Eventually, Osaka Bohemia will be a good support. Yeah, she's alright. I think we can let the Copium die on Osaka Bohemia. I think the main thing that's going up against her is the fact that she is a general pool servant. And they're probably not going to give a buff to a general pool servant. Like, they're not going to have, like, a general pool servant compete with, like, their limited supports. I mean, like, look at Waver. Waver has not gotten a buff in, like, 8 years. They have not touched Waver. Because they're like, everybody has Waver, and if we buff him, they might be less incentivized to summon for new supports we put out. I know Bleached Earth is good for Bond, but what about QP? There is a Las Vegas stage that does drop QP. It's, like, comparable to the dailies, but not only does it give you more Bond, it often goes on discount AP as well. The Bleached Earth missions frequently will go on discount. And so they'll be like 20 AP. So it'll be like the equivalent of the last node for the daily one, but it'll be half off, and you get more Bond. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Yeah, Bleached Earth missions are nice. They're pretty nice. Did I get a little summon advice? Should I pull for Lady Avalon? I got Draco and Tiamat in 1 copy. What other supports do you have in your account? Because, well, I guess it's not, like, super relevant. Because if you don't have Castoria, you can use Lady Avalon to do arts looping. Like, Lady Avalon plus a friend Castoria plus, like, an Asclepius or a Paracelsus can get the job done, you know? So, like, if you don't have Castoria, she might be even more valuable, because then you can bring her plus a friend Castoria for boss fights and farming. Might be like a little less incentivized if you already have like Queen. Like, I don't know. Yeah, like I'm talking myself into it. Like, I think she's still worth rolling for. Like, I personally am not rolling on Lady Avalon because I'm starting to save for Anniversary, because I have goals of NP5ing the Anniversary character. So that's why I'm not going to be rolling for her. But if, like, say this was next year, where I don't really care too much about Beast or Reshkagol, like, I don't care too much, then I would probably roll. Jufu's a good art support. Yeah, but you would want the NP gain for your arts characters, especially if you're supplanting for not having a Castoria. Nobody said Jufu was bad. You just want the NP gain. And the arts buff, perhaps, from Paracelsi, whose Anniversary, it's Summer Morgan. Summer Morgan, Ace the Savior, Tonalico, whatever you want to call her. I call her Ace the Savior because it sounds better. Tonalico doesn't sound very good. But Ace sounds nice. It just sounds better. I don't have any support. I'm new. Only, I don't know who even is a support. So have you finished Fuyuki and gotten your free 5-star? Because if you can pick your free 5-star, you should 1000% pick Waver. Like, look, people will try to tell you can pick whoever you want, that there's other good options. I think if you know what you're doing, Tamamo is a better option than Waver, but for most general players, like 95% of the player base, you're going to want to pick Waver. Everybody else, wrong answers. Wrong. No, Habitrot is that. No, Habitrot's no, that's a different character. Technically pronounced Ash, but whatever. And I will not be saying that. I'll be saying Ace till the day I die. I will not be saying Ash the Savior. That's dumb as fuck. I will not be saying that. Doesn't Jufu have NP gain up? Yeah, but not like Paracelsi. Do you know how much NP gain Paracelsi gives you? With the amount of NP gain Paracelsi gives, Jufu might as well not give NP gain by comparison. They ain't built the same, dude. They ain't the same. Look, Paracelsus goes to a different school, alright? Jufu is at Arts Academy. Paracelsus is at the Arts Spell Tower. He's at the Citadel of Arts. He's at the Citadel, bro. He's crazy. He's nuts. Especially if your character sucks at looping, then Paracelsus is like, oh, you're looping. He says, oh, you're gonna loop, buddy. No, yeah, I get it's a reference to the tree. I read Lost Belt 6. I did indeed read the story chapter that had Morgan in it. If you could believe such a thing, I would indeed read Lost Belt 6. That is something. Hard to believe, I know. But I did indeed read it. So I get the reference, but it's stupid. Too late, I got the cat girl. Oh, you mean Tamamo? No, Tamamo's good. If you weren't going to pick Waver, Tamamo's fine. Tamamo's also a fox. Get it right before I throw a meteor at your immediate location. Tamamo is fine, just a bit like... Yeah, like, Tamamo will serve you better in boss fights. But Waver is better generally. But now knowing that you have Tamamo, I feel like you really should summon for Ace. Because now you'll have a really good arts core setup. Tamamo mentioned, Genix, put your dick back in your pants. I think Ozzy was my pick for the free 5-star because he's Dio. You can kind of get away with that. You can get away with picking Ozymandias. Like, I think there's a lot more wiggle room if you are going into FGO and you know what you're doing, I think there are quite a few characters you can like get away with. Especially like, say you're starting the game when Koyanskaya comes out, and you pull Koyanskaya, well, you don't have to pick Waver because you're not going to use him. Like, he's going to be useless. So you might as well pick somebody like Artoria, you know? Get a Buster Looper right off the bat. But that's why I say like 95% of people are just going to want Waver because it's like, easy. Why pick Waver when Lancer Artoria gives a 30% battery? I'm not even going to indulge that question. That was the dumbest question I've read all day. And I've been reading this chat for 40 minutes. Got Napoleon because he's hot. If you're going to pick a DPS, you can at least pick a good DPS, man. I got several friends who had Ku Alter carry them all the way to the Lost Belts. Yeah, my buddy Stellar has been doing a run where he just uses Ku Alter for all the fights. I think he's in like Lost Belt 6, only using friend Ku Alters for the fights. Like, I know, because whenever I bring that up, people are like, but what about the MASH fight in Lost Belt 5.1? You can't do that with a level 1 MASH. Not only have I done it, he's done it. It's not that hard. It's not that hard. Be better at the game. You might have to do something called paying attention. You might not be able to click random buttons. You might have to get good at the game. But it's possible. Might take you a run or two, but it's possible. It's not even like that insane. Napoleon is a good archer? Mm-mm. No, sir. He's a mid. He's literally the definition of mid. 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 Mid, 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 mid. 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 Not good. Mid. Okay, so I got Joanna with 30 Cent Quartz, Taya with 430, Draco with 60, and I know Story. I'm in Camelot. Should I still at least get Lady Avalon? Well, you have Tamamo, so now you probably should get Lady Avalon. I would say Obligated, or the mystical technique called Thinking. I don't think people can do that. He's saying read the colors and pick the right colors. Not entirely. Not leveling Eggplant is sacrilege. She deserves those embers. Man, fuck MASH. Nobody likes MASH. What, you have to play the game? Yeah, I'm sorry, you gotta play the game, buddy. Napoleon not even good in Lost Belt 2. He's like, bro, this guy wasn't even good when he came out. This guy was mid. he was mid on release. That is kind of true. He was mid on release. Okay, I don't know 95% of the characters' names, so I might have to watch your videos. That's a good idea. If you go to my channel and type in a character name, you will probably get a video talking about them. If you want it to be more unhinged, you can go to the older videos. The newer ones might have a little bit more detailed info. I mean, she's not wife material, but I like MASH just fine. Nah. I hope by the end of part 2, MASH gets sacrificed, so we can get a real servant. I hope MASH gets sacrificed so we can get Galahad, and I don't even like Galahad. I don't even like Galahad. Galahad's a douchebag. But I'd take him over MASH. At least he has a personality. You remember your Buster Archer ranking video? Was that accounting for Gilgamesh's most recent buff? Remember Napoleon? Yeah. It took all their buffs into account. Yeah, I was taking their buffs into account. Once you read the FGO terms, you stop knowing how to read. Unless you're me, and you undergo the dark arts to relearn how to read. We got some nice unhinged current stuff. Yep, any new video that comes out for a new character, gonna be edited. Except for the Locusta one, and the Satanta one. But the Bhima, Durga, and Duryandana one? Oh boy. I gotta start recording the audio for that. You mean like Morgan died? Yeah, exactly like that. Should I also maybe get an NP2 for Draco or just keep it NP1? The NP1 is fine. Like, the NP1 is going to be fine for your purposes. You're going to be fine. Getting somebody like Lady Avalon to really gas up your Draco and make her work a little bit better will be more beneficial. Agravain is a 10th anniversary servant? That sounds like a mid-anniversary. I'm sorry, man. That does not sound like it'll do numbers. That will not be doing numbers. See, look. See, here's the thing with FGO. They like this like thing called money. And so with Anniversary being like the most hyped celebration of the year, they want to capitalize on that hype by putting out a really hyped servant, you know? That way they can make money. I don't need to read to use Melusine World's Strongest, but she's not even the world's strongest. No power mod? No power mod? Draco pulled up after I skipped my weekly Bible study. That's actually kind of hilarious. That's really funny. I was recommending Revelations chapter 17 verses 1 through 18. If you want a good summoning catalyst, that is a good verse. That is a good verse. But he's so based? Who? Oh, Agravain? I'm not saying he's not based. I'm not saying I wouldn't summon for Agravain. That's not what I said. I said FGO's not putting him out for Anniversary. It's a terrible idea. Because they want to make money. So that's a terrible idea. It's not conducive to making money. We'll say that. Not a great idea. They know their player base. And their player base are Gooners. And what do Gooners want? Women. Now, are there female Gooners? Most certainly. But they make up like 2 players in the game. So they're not going to appeal to them. Imagine needing power mod for damage. Imagine being Melusine. Exactly. Ereshkigal over Melusine? Yes, sir. Correct. Has anyone else farmed with Melusine? I have. 50% anti-female power mod would go hard. Why would Melusine have an anti-female power mod outside of meme reasons? Outside of the meme that like, oh, well, because Melusine wants to be your girlfriend, so she kills all the other women. By that logic, Morgan should have an anti-female power mod. Revelation 17 verses 1 through 18. Well, let's make support Jalter. Pfft, I'd buy it. Sold. I'll take your entire stock. Was talking about Agravain? Oh, on him? Yeah, that would work. I thought it would be because she killed a female fairy. That also works. I feel like we might get Alter Herc for Anniversary. Yeah. Sorry, I gagged a little bit. I've only read Revelations beginning to end once. What a fake fan. Somebody... Fellas, we should take his Bible license away. Fellas, take his Bible license away. I did it in one sitting too. Wow, you read 20 chapters of a book. That's not even that many pages, because Bible chapters are short. That's like 20 pages. Gen X, you can't come out here and be like, oh my god, guys, I read 20 pages. He said 20 pages. I'm crazy. I'm crazy. Okay, dude. If they gave Melusine a power mod, she'd be unstoppable. Not true. It'd have to be a good power mod. They could give her anti-Fae power mod of 200% and it wouldn't make a lick of a difference. She would not change at all. It's like, wow, in 2 stages. They could give Melusine anti-Melusine power mod of 400%. And I don't think that would make her unstoppable. I think she'd be relatively the same servant. Ron, you're gonna spend days in multiple sessions going over the meditating on every word? Nah, that takes too long. Looking at American literacy rates, 20 pages ain't bad. I feel like you should be able to read 20 pages in like 30 minutes. If not an hour for being generous. Well, we're not talking like a dictionary like page here, but like book you pick up on the shelf, right? Like a normal book, you know what I'm talking about? Like, not a picture book. You're picking up like, well, Moby Dick is a pretty big book. But you're picking up the normal version of Moby Dick, right? Give me a minute, I'm gonna count. You don't have to count. Look at the page count at the first page, and then subtract that from the last page. if it starts on page 100 and it ends on page 130, it's 30 pages. You don't have to count them individually. Work smarter, not harder. I realized that after I said I'm gonna count. Oh my. We all just, the same brain cell revolving around. Now it's chat's time to say something smart because I'm losing the brain. It's like the talking stick, right? I'm losing the talking stick, so now somebody else is gonna get it and they get the brain cell. It's modern day. They only give us anti-Earth. Now maybe anti-Sky if they feel frisky. Not true. Unfortunately, not true. They still find a way. You seen Sparkling Caster? You seen them? Seen that character? You seen Richard? Power modless? Garbage. Rubbish characters. Rubbish. Rubbish. But at least Richard is cool. He can be carried by that. 34 pages. Revelation is 278 pages. That is not remotely true. What, in like the Child's Bible? Where there's like 2 words of pages? That is just objectively, like I know that's wrong even without checking. Lilith gonna get anti-humanoid? We don't know if she's Lilith yet, alright guys? Come on, like we don't know if that's what she is. Like, it could be Eve. It could be... It could be Jalter, Alter, you know? How does an Archer Hercules go insane? So, if you've heard about Archer Hercules, you probably think he's this unstoppable force of nature. But if you've read Fate Strange Fake, you know that he's a lot more balanced than you would think. He might be like the 8th strongest character in Fate Strange Fake. To be fair, Gilgamesh is like the 7th strongest character in Fate Strange Fake. There are way more insane people in that series. So like, it could literally be a meme format of like, guy who's like only heard about it thinking Herc's the craziest guy who's read it being like Pale Rider is absolutely insane. Like, yeah, unfortunately, like, everybody else is like, bro, don't spoil. I had an intrusive thought, and I beat my intrusive thought to ban that guy. Because how does that tell you anything? How does that tell you anything? I was like, oh, this guy might be like the 8th strongest person in that series. And he's like, don't spoil it. Does have a Dragon Ball PFP, so to be fair, the strength of the characters might be the only thing that matters to them. But isn't that Alcides not Archer Herc? It is, I mean, Alcides is Hercules' human name. So it is just Archer Herc. I genuinely wish we got Archer Herc because I love his character. He was nice for like the 3 pages he was there, and then bad things happened to him. Man chose mercy, but not again. Bro, please spoil just to counter him. Bro, Archer Herc got like flubed on by Gilgamesh and Hippolyta. He couldn't take either one of them out. He like pulled up, tried to act like a Giga Chad, and then got humbled in 2.5 seconds. It was crazy. I was so disappointed. I was like, dude, he's gonna cook? He didn't get cooked. He didn't get cooked, but he did not cook as hard as I thought he would. It's one of those things. Like, the only reason I'm being harsh on him is that I want people's expectations to be lowered a little bit, because I went in with really high expectations and was greatly disappointed. I was real disappointed. To be fair, he still has time to cook. They might have something in the back for him. They might have more for him in the back. It's also a little bit sad because the stuff that Herc has is like not even the most insane things that are in there. Like okay, here's the thing. Archer Herc's stuff is all like really easy to understand. What he's doing is like very easy to comprehend as to why it's good. Well, if you insist. I mean, well, if you insist, I mean, sure. I mean, yeah, like, well, yeah, why not, huh? You know, like, yeah, sure, bro. Like, I mean, if you insist to give me another Draco, I mean, sure, why not, dude? I mean, sure, dude. Off the monthly ticket, huh? Off the monthly? You know, that's, well, I mean, I'm not complaining. You know, I'm not gonna say nothing. Shoot, you take those. Shoot, bro. Speaking of non-bummy characters, I gotta tweet this out. Okay, so if you slander, like, bums in FGO, like, you get who you want, right? So if you just acknowledge the bad characters as being bad, then you get who you want. Awesome. Would it make people mad if I said I would probably have rather had the CEs? I'm gonna throw a ticket at Draco just in case. You know what, buddy? Best of luck to you. And you know what? I'm not going to use my things on Draco. I'm going to use them on Mom over here because I love my mom, all right? She makes me lunch and she protects me from the big scary demons in Chaldea. So I will be giving her the levels. Maybe not the gold foes. Because I think who are we working on actually? Good job, Mom. There you go. Poggers. The OST is Fairy Spring, The Legend of Zelda The Wind Waker, HD Music Extended HD. Kind of an angelic track to have playing over Horrors of Humanity playing. We pulled the Horror of Humanity, but we have just playing in the background. Kind of fitting. Wouldn't be a ZTL stream if something out of pocket wasn't happening. Oh, we're leveling up Melusine. Eat, chicken. Eat! Eat! Melusine, you might not be the strongest right now, but if you eat enough of these foes, you will become the strongest. Now, will you be stronger than my NP2 Draco? Probably not. But I don't think anybody can be stronger than my NP2 Draco. Now she's the strongest. She's all powerful. Well, back to event farming. That was a nice little break. That was a nice little break. Thanks for the catalyst. Just pulled it with the monthly tickets. No problem. Anytime you want me to slander somebody, you just bring it up and I'll be your catalyst. Just start yapping. Just start yappity yapping. What is dropped here? The silver currency. Well, don't mind if I do. Bop. Bop. Skibbity bop. We could put Salter back in, right? Ooh, or can we do Salter and woman over here, right? This is a main quest fight. We probably don't need Oberon, right? Like, Oberon's probably not as needed. This is like a main story fight. What is Atalanta at? Atalanta's cute. Not even close. Alright, what about Nobu? Not even close. What about you? Not even close. What about you? Well, you know what? I'll do it. You know what, Emiya, just for you, little buddy, I'll do it. We'll put Salter right there. And then we'll do a little yoinky sploinky. Oh no, Atlas Academy's already leveled. I need to start leveling up these other Mystic Codes, man. Here, we'll wear this. My husband only deserves me to be wearing my best Sunday dress. Should I combine my 5-star CE? If it's the... Is it the one that you got from the summons, or is it the one you got from the event shop? If you got them from the summons, you should keep them separate, because they, if you combine them, it's only a +2 drop. Whereas if you leave them separate, it's +1 per drop, so you can have +5. But if it's the shop CE, you should combine those immediately. Like, there's no point to keep them separate. Just pulled another Draco. The streamer catalyst is real. Sucks to be everybody that didn't come out to the stream. They're not pulling Draco. But they should have been here live. I'm telling them, like, the stream title is real. We are literally diving deeper into the abyss. We are selling our souls to the devil. That's just what we're doing on this stream. That felt wrong to say. That felt wrong to say. I'm gonna get into the pearly gates and they're gonna be like, so this one time when you were 14 and streaming, we found that you said you were selling your soul to the devil, and I'm like, it was just a bit, it was just a joke. And they're gonna be like, yeah, be it as it may, we can't let you in, buddy. And then I'm gonna cry. Like, oh man. My stream stuttered when you said that, and I did get scared. Like, hand reaches through the screen, it says, this is not a bit. She pulled in. That was rather creepy. Thanks, I tried my best. Yeah, literally, did you know this is now a creepypasta channel? We're just trying to freak people out. Speaking of cults. Sleepy time? Bro, what are you doing? Wake your bum ass up, dude. Come on, man. I can't trust Koya and Skya with nothing, bro. Watch this. Morgan doesn't care. Pfft, foreigner. Pfft, 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 pfft. Yeah, look at that. Bum, bozo, get out of here. Now, if you could attack my Morgan one time... Actually, it doesn't matter. I have a 10% batter on the Mystic. Thanks, FGO. So as a joke, dark magic. Yeah, I used dark magic to send this guy's soul to the nether realm. As it was just a meme. Like, instead of it was just a prank. I pulled you know like the prank from back in the day. I forget the guy's name, but he did the prank where he's like, "Oh, I'm pranking gonna game end my friend." It's like that, but it's like, oh, pranking my friend, lol, sending his soul to the nether realms. The catalyst worked for Lady Avalon, at least works for me. Well, to be fair, she is also a beast. And she is tangentially related to Draco, so... yeah. Catalyst malfunction. I got NP6 Stream Lady instead of Draco. Sorry, instructions unclear. How long am my NP sealed for? Forever? Just for eternity? I can never use my NP ever again on this account? That's kind of crazy. Seems a bit nutty. Seems a bit unfair, FGO, but alright, I'll play along. Watch this. Morgan's gonna get blown up when we have to rely on Koyanskaya. Am I not a prophet? I'm a prophet, yep. I can literally see the future. Yep, and now we have to rely on Koyanskaya. I can see how these things go down. I just know how they're going. Draco or Beast Ereshkigal? I think Draco's way better. Unless you're going into CQs, then it's a bit debatable. Draco could probably bop the boss faster than Beast Ereshkigal can, but Beast Ereshkigal can more safely get through the fight. Real prank, do not steal. My favorite is like, this is my OC, blah blah blah, do not steal. Well, thankfully Salter's pretty good. She'll get us to the finish line, right? Ah, see, we didn't kill because we didn't rely on Koyanskaya. But why would I ever rely on that bum, fraud, freak Koyanskaya? Keep her away from me. I'll rely on my boy Emiya. My boy Emiya's got this. Everybody get back. Step back, alright? Stand up. Now take 2 steps back and watch as Emiya cooks this fraud. Check it out. Let him get in there. Might have made a severe lapse in my judgment. I just wanted to see the Jacques NP, actually. I just wanted to see Jacques' NP, so Emiya let her live. Fraud Salter? Fraud and Skya? But not Fraud Emiya? I mean, she literally couldn't do any damage to him. He's just too strong. It's my other wife! Here, give him that. Give him that. You know what? She's not even a Roman, but we're applying the buff. Emiya, destroy this woman. Damn, Emiya, pop off. Is 130 good Apple a good amount for the next event? It's a solid amount. It's not ideal, but, you know, 130 would be fine. Emiya didn't die to the Goon NP, just saying. Exactly. See? Exactly. All calculated. We knew exactly how this is going to end. The moment Emiya stepped foot onto the battlefield, victory was assured for my Chaldea. The nanosecond he arrived, the fight was over. They were cooked, finished, destroyed, decimated, left abandoned. Team Kitchen Squad locked in. Wait, it is Team Kitchen Squad. What's the next fight? A break bar caster. Who is that against? I don't remember. Who's the caster? Oh, is it the Demon Pillar? Might be the Demon Pillar. Morgan lock in, I guess. Morgan lock in. Get in there. Destroy this guy. Like, Morgan, kill him, put him in the soup bowl, lock him up, kill his family, destroy him. Mud of Calamity. Well, it's not quite a demon pillar, but it's close. Break the gauge within 5 turns! Guys, I don't know what we're gonna do. 5 turns? I don't know. I don't know what we're gonna do about this one. Ooh, he's got 2 defensive buffs. Ooh, I don't know. I don't know what to do. 5 turns. Man, I guess we're just gonna have to try it. I don't know. Like, maybe we'll use Morgan's second skill. Like, I don't know if it's optimal here to use her 3rd skill because we don't have any Morgan cards. I guess we'll just go for the Koyanskaya buffs. We'll go for these. Like, maybe that'll help us out a little bit. But I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if we have enough time. I don't know if we have enough time. Like, I'll help Morgan out a little bit, I guess. That's a little bit of extra damage, but oh man. So like we obviously go for the Morgan card, but like do we Mighty Chain? But that Koyan's Gaia card is a guaranteed buster crit. Like that could be damage. Oh man. I don't know, dude. It's too hard. This game is too tough. Why does he have 103 million HP? Oh no. Well, I guess we'll just do the Mighty Chain and we'll just pray Morgan does enough damage. Like, I get it'll just have to be enough. I mean, we did NP5 for a reason to hopefully get us out of these scenarios. Oh my goodness, she did it. Oh my god. Oh man. Morgan might be better than I thought. He was able to deal 103 million damage? She might be a good servant. She might be the best berserker of all time. Alright, now we fight Draco, right? Spoiler! We have to fight Draco! Gotta fight Draco! Gotta fight, Angry Baby. I love Draco in this event, dude. She's so funny. It's like, literally like a 2-foot-tall gremlin that's angry all the time. It's so funny. Would have been an amazing clip if she didn't kill. That actually would have been really funny. You think we'll get an Emmy and a Saber Artorian main story at least one time? No. I don't think so. There's not a chance. There's no way. Arjuna stands screeching right now? Well, they should be screeching, because Arjuna sucks. That guy's a bum. I don't even think Arjuna Alter is like a top 50 unit in the game. He might not even be in the top 100. That guy sucks. Arjuna Alter might actually be a candidate for one of the worst releases of all time. Like, what does he do? Like 30% battery? What are you supposed to do with that? Nothing? Like, who does that synergize with? Nobody? It's terrible. Like, would it kill FGO to release a good Buster Servant that's at least on the level of Morgan? Like, once? Like, come on, man. Like, come on, man. Does Draco have a break bar? Bumjuna Alter loses to OG Arjuna? I mean, like, you don't see Arjuna Alter getting any buffs, do you? But Arjuna, another buff, like on JP, like, they just can't stop giving him buffs. He just can't stop getting better and better. The gap between the OG and the original, it widens every single day. It just keeps getting larger. So, like, yeah, you can keep coping about Arjuna Alter, but he's just a bum. Somehow he's the only Alter servant that's not better than their original version. But again, that's why we call him Bumjuna Alter, because he's just not good. And I'm tired of seeing the cope. Tired of seeing people talk about him. I'm going to try something, so what I say next may be weird. I am a child. What does that even mean? I was disappointed and happy at the same time when I found out I'm taller than Tiamat. Why would you be disappointed? It's adorable. I'm assuming you're talking about third ascension. Because if you were surprised that you were taller than the first ascension of Tiamat, bro, she's like 3 foot tall. She's like 3 feet tall. She's so tiny. But that's kind of funny. Like small mom. It's like lore accurate Asian mom. Small. Protect small mom. Look, you'll find out as the event goes on, but small mom does not need protecting, but she is very cute. Regular Arjuna made it into the Muso game. Who hasn't made it into the Muso game? Arjuna Alter, I'll tell you that. I'll tell you that much. Bums Yuna Alter didn't make it in there. Because people playing the Muso game and making characters for that were like, honestly, I'd rather conceptually delete myself than ever play with Arjuna Alter ever again. I'd rather not exist in the story of humanity anymore than be forced to look at another animation featuring Arjuna Alter in it. And I have to say, keep cooking. I agree. That guy's a bum. He's a fraud. He does nothing. Bad Lost Belt, bad character, bad story, Super Karna L, Super Karna goated, stay on top. Okay, we're taking another Tiamat copy. I'm almost tempted to try it myself, but I don't want to be small. I don't need any of these materials, bro! What is this? What is this, man? Bro, what's going on here? I mean, I think I have the least amount is the balls, but, like, do I even need these? Divine Leyline Spiritron. Okay, who needs these? Please tell me somebody I want needs, like, 500 of these. Let's see. Nope, 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 nope. Nuh-uh. Nope, 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 nope. Oh, you know who does need them? Bum Yuna Alter, but I don't want any of that. Oh, Scotty needs 5 for her costume. That's something. Bro, no wonder I have so many of these. Nobody needs these bummy items. The only person that needs it is Arjuna Alter and Herc. Sorry, gagged a little bit. Only bad units need this. So, you know what? I'm not gonna pick this. I'm gonna pick the bells. I want to pick up the bells. That's right. I've done it. I'm probably gonna spend it all on steaks. Damn bronze mats. Alright, let me see. Night Weeping Iron Steak. Damn! Zenobia needs 300 of these? Okay, maybe it actually is smart to pick these up. Jesus Christ. Alright, Marie Alta needs 60. Chloe needs 36. Ooh, maybe I should be picking up the bells, right? Because Zertoria probably needs them, right? Are they called Bell of Absolution or something? I'll just look up casting. They're not popping up. I'll just look her up. I mean, I know she needs like 200, but she don't need that much. I mean, she don't need all that. You don't need all that. Ooh, but Tonalico needs 228, and Summer Castoria also needs 228. So I'm kind of chilling. I don't need any more. Guys, I think I've done it. I think I've won items at FGO. I think I've won materials. Bro, give me some of your luck. I need to summon for Draco. I'm actually going to steal your luck. I'm actually sapping your luck away from you. I'm sucking all the luck out of you. Slurping it down. Glorbing all the luck from you. It's all my luck now. I'm going to pull another copy of Draco tonight. I think I won. I got NP5 Draco and 500 Sankwards. Yeah, but it could have been 300 Sankwards. Could have been 499 Sankwards. Could have been better. Unfortunate. Yeah, it is unfortunate. Could have been better. You're so damn right. Hey, you know what? He took that one on the chin. You know what? He took that on the chin. Where are the last CE event? I'm gonna need you to reframe that question. Are Tiamat and Morgan Wound Tattooed the same? No. Tiamat's is more degenerate. Your Tiamat's is an arrow. It's an arrow that literally says, yup, nut right here. It is the most degen thing I've seen of all time. Crazy work. Absolutely insane. Tiamat's words? What does that mean? What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? But you're gonna have to elaborate before I kill you to death in a video game. Tell me that my husband's wound tattoo doesn't work. What do you mean it doesn't work? What do you mean by that, dude? You need to elaborate. Chat, should we stone this guy? Chat, 5 subs and we stone this guy in the streets. Where are Morgan's kids? Gawain, Mordred, Agravain, Gareth, Percival. And then there's like one other person. I think Percival's one of the kids. Wait, who? No, I'm missing one of them. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, Gawain and Mordred are always her kids. Agravain, Garrus, and Gareth. And then... there's like one more. I'm forgetting the other one. Didn't see her pop them out, doesn't count. She literally references them. What do you mean? That's crazy talk. There's no shot. We got 2 gifts. we got 2 gift subs to kill Bring. There's no way. Okay, I said 5 though, alright? Okay, I said 5. Bring, you're still safe. But that is absolute insanity. 2 people without synergizing. They didn't need to synergize. They were just both like, fuck it, we'll kill him. For 2, I can get a timeout, you know? He was like, you know what, I respect the hate. Chief, time me out, I guess. You know what? Alright, bro, I got you. Yo, bro, I got you all time out. This is so stupid. Read my earlier message? What earlier message? I tried to clear out of the meta most early game, but I want to learn now. Could you explain what multi-core, single-core, etc. are? Alright. So you know what? Alright, you know what? I'll give you a visual demonstration. Alright, well actually we'll do a multi-core for this stage. We'll do a multi-core setup. Yeah, what a G. Because I feel like it would do you better to actually see the multi-core setup and see how it works, as opposed to me trying to explain it. So let's just do that, alright? So we've got our 2 supports in question. Castoria, easiest person to do it with. She makes it so easy because of her first skill, but theoretically, you could get by with other characters, you know, you can get by with other people. So let's pick out some arts gooners, huh? Let's pick out some loopers. Let's pick like... let's do like... you? And then let's do... let's do like Horus. This will probably work out pretty well. She might not kill though. We could do it like that. This will probably work out. Probably. Maybe. I'm not sure. Have I done your pen skill? I have not done your pen skill. So I want it to guarantee to work. I just don't know how much I trust her looping. Just don't know if I trust her for real like that, you know? Just don't know if we're dogs like that. I don't know if she's my slime. I'm gonna stop talking like that. I'm gonna stop talking like that now. Maybe I could do it with Archetype Earth, actually. I can do... okay, I can show it with Archetype Earth. Okay. Yeah. Yep. Yep. Okay. Yep. We can do this. Can we build it? Yes, we can. Bob the Builder Multicore. So then we just bring people that we want for Bond in the back. So we could bring like Salter. We could bring like Emiya. Let's do them. So like, so here's like the function for Multicore, right? Effectively, Multicore is we just want 2 different DPSs. So instead of doing like 3 supports, like, you know, you do like double Castoria plus Oberon, or double Ruler Scotty, Caster Scotty, double Ruler Scotty, Oberon, double Koyanskaya, Oberon. Instead of doing that, you're going 2 supports for 2 DPSs, right? So instead of plug suiting for extra damage, you're plug suiting for a different DPS servant for a wave clear. Most commonly, you're doing this to get a single target in your team setup, because it's predominantly going to be for 90 plus, or especially 90 plus nodes, where there's going to be some random big dumbass enemy that's like 300k in the middle of your node that your AoE servant might be able to kill, but it might mess up your looping, right? So in general, you're gonna come in here, you're gonna dump your buffs, right? You're gonna come dump your stuff, right? You're gonna come dump your stuff, right? We can go ahead and give this to our Masashi over here, because how it also works out is that both of these servants are going to get 60% from the double Castorias. So since she has her Append skill done, she'll get maxed out. Now, I've also done the Append skill on Summer Masashi, but bear with me. Bear with me on it. I can't help that I've actually upgraded my units, but we're still going to use it anyway to simulate that, right? Still going to simulate that. So we'll just pop all of our buffs over here. We're just chilling. We can save Archetype Earth's buffs because how she functions. So save for this one, it's like, well, we want Archetype Earth to clear waves 2 and 3, but, you know, we need her to clear something else. But for the purposes of this, I'm going to have Archetype Earth try to clear wave 1. That way we have the domain thing up for wave 3. Or we could use it to clear waves 1 and 2. Right? That's kind of like the versatility for this, right? Like we could try to use her for waves 2, 3, 1, 3, 1, 2. It's just we're going to be splitting our DPSs out. You know, we're just splitting them up. So, you know, she takes out that wave. And I'm using Archetype Earth to simulate that you can use a Buster and an Art servant, that it doesn't really matter. You can use different types of servants. It's just fitting somebody in that suits your needs. But we'll go ahead and we'll use Masashi here to clear wave 2. You have a question about Locusta? Well, I have great news for you, Jennifer. I have an answer. Where's the last copy of Cradle Song? See, you'll probably get it in the mission shop. It'll probably be towards the end of the event. But see, look, Masashi, bummed, didn't farm her NP back. But thankfully, we prepared for that. We weren't wanting her to get through all the nodes. We just wanted her to do one node. So now we can use Archetype Earth over here. Archetype Earth is also really good for these because, as you can see, didn't farm her NP, but we're able to get her back with Archetype Earth's 3rd skill because we got her domain up during the 1st turn. So if Archetype Earth were to, say, not do enough damage on this, we could do something like that. And we can guarantee our kill here. Now, obviously, this is a normal node, so you don't need the multi-core on this one. This is just kind of to show you the general purpose of it. But, like, see, now we also have, like, a guaranteed way to get Castoria's NP as well. So, like, if we were lacking in damage, we could even do that. And we could buff their damage even further. If your guys have overcharge, like, you're typically going to try to bring somebody that fits the power mod. So being able to, like, a stack an NP like this as well is also really strong because you can put the servant with the power mod in the 2nd or 3rd slot, and their power mod will get overcharged as well. So that's also really good as well. But that's like the general... That's the general way that you're going to be doing this. On Advanced Quest with the zombies, how does it interact with the poison? Let me see. I know their poison is a bit different. For normal poison buffs, she should heal. That one, I swear it was a curse, right? Let me double check, because it might be poison. I might be bugging. I might be dumb. That is, what, like Advanced Quest 7, I want to say? 7, I think? No, it's not 7. Is it 8? I know it's a decent way in. Yeah, it's 8. The servant has stacks of infection. She should still heal from it. The problem, though, is... Where is it? Emergency evacuation. So when a servant has 7 stacks of infection, their guts buffs are removed and they are insta-killed. She would still die from that. So while she might still heal from the poison, she would still get removed. Right? She'd still get removed from the fight. So you can't just like solo the fight with her entirely. She will still lose if she gets 7 stacks. But that is 7 stacks of the infection buff, not her own poison buff. Because it's listed as something else. So you could still try her, but you can't just like solo the fight with her. Because of how that's worded. Okay, I think I got it. Let me go build something with what I've got. Yeah, feel free to also, if you have questions about that, we have our Discord. The FGO chat is definitely the most active, although the gaming gamers definitely do give them a run for their money with how much they be yapping about just random nonsense, bro. They just be yapping. They just be like talking about Marvel Rivals and dumb things. Dumb things. Games I don't care about. Like, what are they yapping about right now? Oh, that's Elden Ring. That's actually pretty weird. What is this? It's more Marvel Rivals stuff. Bro, I'm not making a Marvel Rivals chat, but I'm tempted to because these dudes are only... It's just turned it into a Marvel Rivals chat. Thank you for the clarification. No problem. Anytime. See, lads, I can be helpful. See? For all the non-believers, I can be helpful. Alright? I can be a good, helpful lad. I'm one of those dudes, and that's why I hate you. And that's why Gen X is my least favorite Twitch mod. You might be the only Twitch mod. Man can't hate me. Oh, yes, I can. Watch me. Watch me. Just turn it on, just like I hate this guy. No? I hate him. Gen X might as well be the Bale to my Egon. I wish we could fit the entire Egon speech on the soundboard in the Discord. Actually, no, I don't, because then anytime I join VC, somebody would like play the entire thing. That's why it's no longer the raid notification. Yeah, but see, they're Twitch viewers. They're not Twitch mods. See? Gotta think. Gotta think about it. Remember to save apples for Lotto? This dude. Save apples for Lotto. I'm fine. We're chilling. We're not chilling. We definitely need to save our gold apples. We'll save the gold apples, but not the blue ones. The blue ones I use for events. The blue ones we use for events. But the gold ones, we'll save those. Look, we'll get up to like 100. Because remember, we have like an ordeal called campaign. We're gonna get apples for clearing these missions. You're gonna get apples for like playing the lotto. We'll be fine. Twitch second-class citizens confirmed. Who's gonna tell them? Who's gonna tell them who the real second-class citizens are? ZTL, I just realized something. Everyone says that Jinwoo from... I have no idea. Who? I don't know who that is. Others say that Piccolo is the second, but they all forgotten the OG Aura Farmer Tuxedo Mask from Sailor Moon. I only know who Piccolo is, man. I don't even know who the other two people are. Like, I've heard of Tuxedo Mask. I think... Let me check my Wheel of Anime. Because, let's see. We finished Redo of the Healer, which was... I'm not gonna lie, it was fine. I was really ecstatic when I thought we were gonna get through an episode without gooning. But they got me at the very end of the episode, and I was like, okay, alright, I guess we're back to this. I'm like, you know, I'm trying to get invested in the plot, man. Like, I'm trying to get invested in what's going on. But it's like, I'm really hoping that they realize that they actually have a decent premise for a series and that they don't have to goon as hard. Because I was really disappointed that, like, anytime I would get invested, they were like, all right, time to goon. Time for gooning time. So I was like, oh boy. Okay. But so I rolled, I spun the wheel again. And now we're going to be watching Claymore, which I'm really excited for. I remember getting recommended that when I was like 8 years old. You know, 55 years ago. So I'm pretty excited. I've heard good things about it. Monster Girl Reviewers is at least funny. What is that? Let me look this up. What are y'all talking about? Oh, this looks like a Goonie series. Is that a Cyclops? And thank you for giving me my good luck back because I was able to pull Draco. Hell yeah, no problem. Always glad to pass the luck around. Especially after I did definitely take my pool of the luck getting Draco on our monthly ticket today, so it's time to spread the wealth around a little bit. Health chicks with big-ass swords? Yeah, because it kind of, like, it got marketed to me when I was in middle school as, like, it's like Guts, but it's a lady. It was, like, the best way they could describe it. And I was like, oh, okay. I was like, well, Berserk seems pretty cool. I'm like, I could get down with that. I was like, I could be down to do that. Then can you pass it to me? No. Not you. Anybody but you. You're the last person I would give the luck to. Because you know what you've done. You know where you were February 22nd, 2005. You know what you did. You know the crimes you committed that day. And because of that, I can never give you the luck. You can never get the luck pot. Not now. Not ever. Because you know what you did. When I was younger and my grandma learned that you need to scare somebody to like get rid of their hiccups, mind you, for context, she is like full-blooded Ethiopian. Like, she comes from the mainland. She's from the mainland, boys. We're not going to be able to bust her from this. I messed this up. But when she learned that you had to scare somebody to get rid of their hiccups, instead of like doing a jump scare, she came up to me and said, I know what you did. I know what you did, and I'm not happy about it. I know what you've been up to, and we're not proud of you. And then my mom had to tell her, it's like, no, not like psychological torture, like a jump scare. And she was like, oh, okay. She was like, oh, okay. I was a little freaked out as a child. That freaked me out, dude. I wasn't even born in 05. You're lucky you're not in the Twitch chat. If you were in the Twitch chat, I'd have to ban you. Wait. Now, how old are people that are born in 05? No, if you're born in 05, you get to, like, god damn, if you're born in 05, you're 20? Dang, that doesn't sound right. Oh, man, that made me feel old. There, oh. Ugh. 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 My sister was born in 05 and ain't 20 yet, so she's 19. I mean, close enough, dude. People born in 05 should not legally be allowed to be older than, like, 13, okay? They can't be that. I'm mentally still in 2016, dude. I'm mentally still in 2016. Welcome to the old people club. They told me when I turned 10 I was going to be feeling old, but, like, this is getting crazy. This is getting a little ridiculous. You know, I thought by the time I hit 10, I was going to be an astronaut, the star football player. I thought I was gonna have invented the cure for all disease. But look at me. Did my ex just text me? What the hell? That's a bit random. Just started catching your streams. I enjoy watching you because you're not someone who's constantly saying X servant needs to be NP level X and get something if you want as an accomplishment. Look, because you don't, right? Like, you can act like whales will tell you, oh, you gotta like NP5 or NP3 this guy. Like, bro, like, you don't, yeah, because you don't need to. With enough ingenuity, even you can clear things. You might not like min-turn challenge quests, because sometimes if you want a min-turn challenge quest, you just need to have like ridiculous NP levels so you can push through with like raw damage. So you can like push through if they have like high defense or whatever. But if you don't care about min-turning challenge quests, which is just more of like an accomplishment anyway, you just care about like finishing them, then you're fine. When he got Draco so easily, I was so mad and jealous for the entire stream because I had to waste 360 Saint Quartz and 28 tickets to get her. I'm sorry? Like, I don't know what to say. I mean, look, you gotta, but like, I did say it was not deserved. Like, I was completely fine with not getting Draco because I have not been saving. I didn't deserve to get Draco or Tiamat because I have not been saving for them at all, dude. Like, I have been squandering my Saint Quartz. We summoned for what? Like, what's her name? Pope Joanna or something? Like, didn't we summon for somebody else too? Hold on, let me double check. I swear we did another summon. Like, we've just been squandering Saint Quartz. Right? See, Tiamat summons, Draco summons. Because I've been summoned on JP. I swear I summoned for somebody else. Did I not summon for who did I summon for? who did I summon? Oh, I summoned for Cuckoo. Okay, we summoned for her. Not really it. Didn't summon for anybody else? I didn't summon for Rasputin. I didn't summon for Richard. Maybe it is deserved. Zerk. Who did I summon for? Because every time I summoned, Zerk would be like, you need to be saving for Tiamat. You need to be summoned for Tiamat. You rolled for the Valentine Crim CE? Yeah, see, because I remember summoning for Pope Joanna. What other banners did we have? I know I did, like, random summons. Because I went into the banner with, like, 120 Saint Quartz. Like, I went in with peanuts. Like, with literally nothing. Who did I summon on? Yeah, Cuckoo. Didn't summon for Erish. Pope Joanna. But I didn't summon on any of the other Valentine's banners. Maybe I did. No, I didn't. I didn't summon on any of the White Day banners. No, you know, maybe it was deserved. You know, maybe it was. You threw a few at Tez. You lie. I would never summon for a man. You think I'd be out here summoning for CBT? You think I want some guy and his fat balls in my Chaldea? Doesn't sound like me. And Draco with Tamamo, Protomerlin, and Zoo. Yeah. Draco will be fine. Draco just needs people to give her more damage. Like, that's all Draco cares about. Like, she ain't gonna care about all that, dude. Like, she ain't gonna care. She ain't gonna care. They're giving her damage. Like, Draco, not Draco, but, Protomerlin is also giving her, like, the party invincibility. She's giving her stars every turn. Draco loves that. Tamamo's letting her spam her skills even better. Loves that. Because the only real weakness of Draco is that when her skills are down, she don't really do anything. She ain't really doing nothing, you know? So the fact that she's able to do that, pretty good. Pretty schnasty. Pretty schnasty, if I do say so myself. I don't like Jufu's also fun. I think it's about time I start saving up for Richard. See, that's why I'm not giving you the lucky luck pot. There are so many other servants you could be saving for, and you're saving Richard? Richard? Like, okay, I get it. I get it. Richard is cool. But Richard? When Salter exists? You're saving for Richard in a Salter society? In a world where we'll have Salter... Oh, this is not working because I don't have her skill done. Her cooldown is messed up. Yikers. Whoops. No. This is not my fault. This is Tiamat. I can't call her a fraud. Look at her. She's so cute. She's staring at me. She like, you wouldn't call me a bum, right? No, okay. I wouldn't call you a bum. Here, I'll use a command. So it's my bad, Tiamat. You know, T-Mat, I'm sorry. It's my bad. My fault. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to use my command spell to make up for my error, okay? Who's saving for Richard? I don't know, but probably a bozo. He's an Artoria fan. I gotta support the bro. You know, in a roundabout way, that makes sense. I get it. I get it. I didn't bully Tiamat. I took it back. I didn't even say it. What do you mean? Here you go, Tiamat. I'll sacrifice 2 command spells for my folly and my error. I acknowledge the error of my ways. I've been a bad son. I've been a bad lad. My mom called me? What could my mom have possibly wanted? That's crazy. The catalyst for not bullying Tiamat is that I got a call from my mom an hour ago. Maybe that means I should... Maybe I should do a single on the Tiamat. Really gets the chimp brain working. If my mom called me... Perhaps that means more Tiamat for me tonight? What is the daily... There's a daily disappointment reset at daily? That would make sense, right? Bums. The dailies count towards your bonus summons, right? I've never done 10 daily disappointments, so like... Do they count towards that? If they don't, that sucks. That's... bozo behavior. Taya Mom in her child form is adorable. I agree. She is super cute. It makes you just want to pinch her cheeks or pat her on the head or either one. She's adorable. We love her. She is so precious. Okay, wait. I've done mission 19. And then I've done mission 75. I'm supposed to do mission 35. Something is wrong. Something is very wrong here on my guide. Either I'm way too good, or this guide is made out of Sergo, meaning it is built incorrectly. Hey, hold on. Is 35 done? $35 is done. Is... Oh, 88's probably already done because I have CEs. This is probably accounting for you not having CEs, right? Yeah, it is accounting for you not having CEs. Makes sense. Okay. Acknowledged. Let's grab these for Draco. Now Draco can actually eat. Draco can have unlimited power. You gotta get the milk first? What does that mean, bro? What do you mean? What are you talking about right now? What are you talking about, child? What are you talking about? My guy, you're gonna have to start making some snits, alright? You're gonna have to start making snits. Who was Richard? Is that the Buster Saber on JP a couple months ago who's an Artoria simp? Yeah. The guy that literally turns into the Lionheart. Literally Richard the Lion. Which is pretty cool, but Nasu's been playing too much Elden Ring. First we got Blide in the EO event, and now we have... I don't know, his furryisms are coming out. I don't know what to call it. Frankly, I don't think Nasu is long for this one. 1,000 EXP? Excuse me? How do I have that much box space, man? How much box space do I have? That is ludicrous. Okay, dude. Where is this alleged 1,000 EXP, dude? And I cannot have it in here, because I only have 700 slots. Something ain't right here. Somebody did not cook here. Second archive? No, my second archive is full. Look. See, my second archive is full. Oh, wait. Yeah, this is where it's at. Yeah. Never mind. I thought my second archive was full of 5-star EXP. Never mind. You're right. I was bugging there for a second. I got Draco in 18 pulls and Tiamat in 8 pulls. Am happy. You know what? Happy for you, man. Glad you're prospering. The more I read this event, the more I realize Locuster is a gooner like the boys. Exactly. I love Locusta. She is a little sweetie pie that is also a gooner, which you wouldn't think would be possible, but turns out he's beginning to question sending the black vans. They won't get very far with me around. I got black Air Force energy. I do love me Locusta though. She's awesome. It's great. That's why I'm happy I got NP2. We have enough customer testimony for the streamer luck ad. What do you mean by that? Bro, this event never ends. Okay, thank goodness. The next time gate is soon. I'm almost freed. I'm almost free! Give me more story-only nodes. Let me blitz through. 3 waves of 12, 2 enemies? Bonkers. You know what? This calls for the multi-core setup. Or does it? Am I lying? Nah, it's gonna be multi-core setup time. $12 enemies, that means we need 12 NPs fired back to back to back. Oh, that's my support. Support, that's the wrong CE, man. You gotta bring the right CE. I need silvers. And they're bringing wands. Why would they do this to me? Are they a fraud? Are they stupid? Do they not know what I need in this current moment? See, this guy knows what's up. Bring this guy. I know, like, I am really glad that the story is out because now I can start to talk about it. I'm gonna wait till the event story actually finishes and we'll probably have a big yapping session. Alright, I don't know if that's true. I don't know if that's how you should conduct your polls. Well, think about it. Kirei got a he got a buff. I'm not sure if that's how you should be conducting thyself. But what is Locusta's favorite mushroom? Whatever the deadliest mushroom in the world is. First person that can tell me what the most deadly mushroom in the world is, can kill Genix legally in Minecraft when we bring the server back. You have to kill him once. Who DM'd me? Genix, I can't pronounce that. So that doesn't count. And how do I know that's even true? You could have just typed in some gobbledygook, you know? The nuclear mushroom cloud? I can pronounce that. So Bring indeed wins the competition. Sorry, Genix. You will be getting a TNT placed inside of your house in the next 2.5 seconds. The mushroom laced with buckshot. I don't know about that one. I get to off myself want the Google screenshot. Yeah, but I still won't be able to pronounce it. Like, you're not grasping the issue here. The issue is I can't pronounce it, but I can pronounce nuclear mushroom cloud. So that means Bring wins. He just wins. He won. And that does mean, unfortunately, Genix is a fraud. I'm sorry, but our goat is washed. Our goat is washed. You don't like to see it. Don't like to see it. Our goat is washed. It's unfortunate. Dibs on his shoes. I don't know if you want Genix's shoes. He doesn't shower. That boy's probably riddled with athlete's foot. That boy's probably disgusting. Goombas, Rome is in Italy, Locusta is Mario. That would have been a very good answer. Somebody will buy it. Probably true. Which is unfortunate. I don't like that that's true, but it is probably true nonetheless. I always showed when I was alive. If only you showered. I'm not holding back. Yeah, you better be cooked. May all bees perish. Alright. Cook this guy. Cute vampire girl. Kill these guys. Drain them of all their blood. Suck their life essence out. Eat their souls. Kill them. Yeah, look at that. Arjuna taking another L. Another L for Arjuna. Another day of this guy being unable to catch a W. You think Arjuna's allergic to W's? I wonder if he's just like allergic to winning. I wonder if he's just allergic. Like if he were to ever catch a W, he would just like spontaneously combust and die or something. I wonder. Makes you think. Like Karna didn't lose there. Karna retreated, but Arjuna, it's just a bozo. Just can't catch a W to save his life. These aren't even the missions I was supposed to complete. For beating those missions, I was supposed to finish 64 and 67. They're already done. Yeah, they are already done. They are finished. Whoops. Maybe I'm just too goated. A Lancer and Archer. Both Lancer and Archer have the same buff as the prior battle, but can be inflicted with NPC unless attacked with a normal attack. So what I'm hearing is Oberon moment? Like, we just kill them into the sun? So we get rid of this fraud Masashi. And we put in a good servant like Koyanskaya. That hurts to say. I don't like saying Koyanskaya is a good servant. It, like, bothers me. And then we can bring a cute anime girl. Who is a cute anime girl? Morgan's a pretty cute anime girl. We could do that. Like, we could ball out with this. Actually, we could just do that. Yeah, I like that better. That feels right. That feels pretty good. Feels right. You know, I realized we got a good bit of Lancer nodes in this event. So, what you're saying is that Arjuna is even more cooked because he can't even participate in the event. But in fact, Ark never drinks blood, and because of this, she kind of has to hold back 70% of her power most of the time. Another fun fact is Gilgamesh can beat her when she's using 30% of her power. Here's another fun fact. That interview is from like 25 years ago, and Nasu has like rescinded that. Fun fact. Fun fact. We should use more recent and relevant interviews, and not interviews from like 25 years ago. Because like 10 years after that, Nasu was like, this is like the funniest thing. Nasu was like, I'm not even sure if like all the true ancestors together could beat like Ku by himself. It's like so funny. Like you can slowly see like when Fate first comes out, Nasu's like, oh yeah, like the true ancestors versus servants would be a good fight. And the more he works on Fate, the more he like favors them. So using Nasu for interviews to try to help out Tsukihime is not a good idea, because he's not even on their side. Globbed to 90% of his Pantheon and still lost to a Karna that just started training. What are your top 5 servants that have not gotten a summer form that you would like to get summer forms? I would take like a summer Kets or Kukulkan. I would prefer a Kets. I think that would be pretty nice. Yeah, you can tell. Yeah, they really did in the remake. They tried to help out a lot. They really did try to help them. And it did. To be fair, it did help them out a lot. It did definitely like make them more relevant again. But unfortunately, Sakurai is going to be taking over the writing, and Sakurai is going to just. You'll see when we get to Ordeal Call 2. Sakurai has no chill. Like, Nasu can't keep up with what Sakurai is doing. Sakurai is a maniac. Like, Sakurai likes Dragon Ball Z. Nasu likes Hunter x Hunter. Nasu likes his nice little powers and quirky abilities. Sakurai just wants people to, like, big dick all over everybody. But I would like a summer Kets. I would like a summer Medea. I would like a summer Atalanta. I'm a pretty big fan of Atalanta. If I had to pick one of them, I would probably pick Atalanta Alter. We have a summer Brynhilder. Debating if I want to say Medusa as 4. I'm not sure. Because then that glorifies the Medusa fan base. And I don't know if I want to give them that. That might be too kind for them. They deserve suffering. I would like a summer Sanzo as 4. There's somebody I would want more than Medusa. Like, I would love a summer Yui, but I think she's a little too new. Summer Cleo could go hard. Summer Kichi Hogan could go hard. Ooh, Summer Huyon. I would love a Summer Huyon. Alright, there you go. Kets, Medea, Huyon, Sanzo, and the other person I said. That's a really good point. In one of the older interviews, he said the Void Shiki can't even beat servants. Yeah, like we should just get, like, we can't go with the old interviews. We can't go with the old interviews because Nasu is bugging in those, dude. he is bugging. Nasu is bugging in some of those old interviews. Still mad Nasu made an excuse that Beast can't be the New Year's gacha. You're preaching to the choir on that one. I think that is dumb as shit. I think that is so dumb. There's Summer Lancer Altar. Ooh. Ooh, I do really like Lancer Artoria. I kind of forgot that since Ruler Artoria, Normal Artoria, and Salter already have summer versions, they haven't given one to Lancer Altar. It's really rough out here being a Lancer Altar fan, man. Like, that's a character that just doesn't exist, apparently. Like, these bums over at Lysangle just forget that they have peak character half the time. And they're just like, yeah, man. Forgore. We just forgore, I guess. Like, I don't know. What are they, stupid? Are they dumb? Are they just idiots? They just forget that they have peak, like, right under their noses? They gotta be stupid, right? But it's okay. I like pencil legs, okay? I like pencil legs. But can Morgan beat Colonel Sanders? I'd have to read up on Colonel Sanders' feats, you know? I'd have to see what he can do. I'd have to see what kind of meat he's packing. Like, I know he's packing dark meat, but is his light meat up to par? You know? They forgot London exists. I think most people forget London exists. I would barely remember it if I didn't reread it, like, last year. Lalter's a super cool I mean, she's the king of the wild hunt. Like, that's Odin's thing. But that's so cool. Like, Drake also gets that, but they never really reference it. It's such a cool concept. And it's just like it never gets used. Look at my sweet queen over here. I want to finish leveling her up, but I know it's just not the correct decision. I have to do what's best for the world. And what's best for the world is getting in between Tiamat's humongous titties and nutting 75 feet deep inside of this woman. Sorry, the intrusive thoughts won. The intrusive thoughts won. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. The intrusive thoughts won. I'm sorry, okay? Sometimes FGO puts out peak character designs that I'm not equipped to handle, and the intrusive thoughts just come out, alright? I'm sorry. Sorry, not sorry. Intrusive thoughts won, alright? I'm sorry. The intrusive thoughts won. You're not sorry? You're 100% right. I'm not sorry, and I am not going to apologize. If you don't want to nut 75 inches deep into Tiamat, you're gay. The intrusive thoughts won again. I was like, what do I say? We're like, I don't know. Call the viewers gay. My 2016 self won. He won. He was like, call him gay. And then I was like, thank you, Brain. That's a banger idea. Brain, that idea is awesome. Raiko gonna bust out the perfect uniform for this one? Well, I don't have Raiko in my Chaldea, so she can suck a fat one. Ooh, are these man attribute enemies? These wouldn't happen to be men I'm fighting, would it be? Wouldn't happen to be men that are coming to fight me. Because we all know what Morgan does to men. Chatters, we all know what she's gonna do. We all know what's about to happen. She's gonna do a gagillion damage. Understandable, have a good day. Look, Raiko can talk all about her blah blah blah, public decency, blah 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 blah. Like, I don't care. Alright? I summoned for these servants for a reason, okay? Was it their character design? Was it their lore? Was it the deep, intricate story and fuck all that, okay? It's because they're cute, alright? Something awakened inside of me when Morgan was released. I don't know what it was, but I saw the banner and then just something deep inside of me awakened. Like a great demon, a great beast was unsealed that day. And I just knew at a glance that that was my husband. I just knew. I understood. It just clicked. And so Raiko can try all she wants. She can try. But I'm sending her to the Shadow Realm. I'm sorry. If Raiko tries to stand in my way of plans that I have with Morgan, I'm turning her into a gold prism. I'm sorry. It's just gonna happen. I'm not sorry. She's just gonna get deleted. So Raiko, you know what I need to do? You know what I'm gonna do? You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna summon Raiko, but then I'm also gonna summon Tyra. I'm gonna be like, Tyra, if Raiko tries anything, just kill her ass. Just delete her. Just chop her into little cubes. Don't let anybody get in here. Don't let any of those filthy Genji get in here. You in the Vegeta meme? I don't. We watched Dragon Ball and sub, so I don't. The meme isn't there. I don't know the thing. She paid me and said she wanted me. Who could hate Morgan? Exactly, bro. It takes a real man to be a housewife. Thankfully, like, unironically, like, I have the whole, like, Morgan is my husband bit, but I feel like I have been groomed to be the perfect house husband, because I grew up with 2 sisters and a single mom. So, like, and I'm the oldest brother. So I could do all the house chores. Like, so I can cook, clean, all the things, dude. Like, I could do all the stuff. Like, I could do yard work. I could do housework. You want some salami, man? I could make me some salami. Well, the salami's not very hard to make. But you know what I'm saying? Salami's just the first food that came to mind. But, like, I have been groomed to be the perfect house husband, I feel like. I'm like the $1 million man if the $1 million man was like a maid. And then it also helps that I worked in like food service and stuff like right after, so like it's like, oh man, the bathroom's really filthy. I'm like, I've seen worse. I've seen worse. I'll get it cleaned. Don't you worry. I got it. I'll get it done. Especially if I have a trophy husband like Morgan. Oh! 2 sisters, please. That's baby numbers. I have 5 sisters. So your mom's a whore. Sorry, I had to punish that somehow. I had to punish that somehow. I had to punish that somehow. If you're gonna try to brag about having like more siblings as like a flex, I was like, I gotta punish it. Gotta punish it. You gotta understand, it's for the love of the game. Now the chat responses, he'd be like, yeah. That I don't have to say to that. Bro grew up with Melusine and Sith and the dog Barghest. Pretty real. Woke up with violence in mind. I don't know, maybe it was the yogurt. The yogurt had like 20 grams of protein in it. So maybe I'm just like yoked. Maybe I just have testosterone flowing through my body right now or something. Maybe I'm just geeking out. Maybe my power level is just too high. Or maybe I was mad since day one. Maybe I finally snapped. Maybe having NP2 Draco at the cost of my soul truly means that my mind has sunk to the deepest layers of the abyss, and my sanity along with it. Or I just have ADHD and I'm yapping. Like, I'm just yapping. Like, I'm just saying shit. Could be one of the two. Could be either or. The calcium put rage in your bones? Urgh, I hate calcium! Start geeking out over calcium. The devil is in his DMs. The last person that DM'd me was Stellar, and it's a picture of Kazura drop. So, you might be onto something. Who pinged me? Oh my god. Kubo did a new art for Hollybell? I guess I'm just legendary Super Saiyan Broly. I have nothing else to say. Somebody put a meme in the Discord. It's Battle Beast in a hospital, and it says, "Hello, boy. I was told your cancer would be a powerful opponent." Oh, it's funny. Okay. Okay. No, can't get distracted. Gotta stay locked in. Locked into the FGO. All right. Stay locked in. All right. Locking in. Locking in at 200%. Maybe this is what happens when I stream for longer than 2 hours. Maybe this is the real reason I end the stream at 2 hours. Is that I just become an unhinged beast of humanity. They call me... Wait, which beast is not taken? Let's see, 1 is Tiamat, 2 is Goetia, 3 is Kama and Kiara. Do we have 4? No, 4 is Foe. Is Primate Murder. He's just been pacified. 5? Do we have 5? We don't have 5, right? It could be Beast 5. No, wait, no, 4 is, no. 4 is, Koi and Skya. We don't have a 5. Because 6 is whatever is going on with Draco. I'm not going to spoil stuff. And then... Yeah, Beast Sigma? Wait a minute. Bring? You don't know it. You might be cooking. You might be cooking. Hold on, Bring. Finish that line of thought. Keep cooking. Keep cooking. 4 was Foe and whatever Taigong was talking about, and then Clean Sky. Okay. So Foe was 4. I was right. Okay. I was okay. I was like, I thought my knowledge was lacking. I thought I was like losing my lore passive, but I was like, no, wait. I was like, no, but I swear he was 4. Oh, what Taigong was talking about? You mean Dodgy? Dude, I want Dodgy so bad. Dodgy sounds like she'll be so metal. Dude, I want Dodgy so bad. I got 200 quartz. Should I go for Tiamat or Draco? I would recommend the story banner, because the story banner could be anything. Like, on the Tiamat and Draco banner, you only have the options of getting Tiamat or Draco. But on the story banner, you could get Ku Alter, you could get Jean, you could get Waver, you could get Tamamo. I mean... You could get Taigong. Like, there are so many good servants you could get on the story banner. You could get Saber Alter. You could get Saber Nero. Like, there's just a lot of bangers on there. I'm using my last brain cell on Nike right now. I don't know if that's advised. I think Beast 5 is the one we know nothing about except that it exists. Yeah, it's me. Me! Beast of the Gacha, ZTL. No, not my NP damage. Don't shoot Morgan. I'm gonna kill you just for shooting my husband, dickhead. Yeah, get out. Don't shoot her again, dude. Wrong ZTL during my rolls for Draco. I got Scheherazade. It was so epic and didn't crush me or anything. I'm glad to hear that. I'm glad that your rolls for that you got Scheherazade as a surprise, and it really was a surprise. I'm glad that you were like, man, this is really cool and epic. I love this. This is actually really cool. I'm very glad for you. Like, me personally, I would have been a little distraught by that. Kind of like my year 3 pulls for Scotty, where Scheherazade, that bitch, intervened in the rolls where she was not wanted. But I'm glad for you, it actually did work out for you. I'm glad. I'm happy for you on that one. Most people would take that as an L, but you take it as a W, so I'm really glad. Final Beast Gudako Wendless angle when we get end of service. Which means, I guess I just don't exist anymore. That bitch felt so personal. I don't like Scheherazade for that reason. It was like I still remember it like it was yesterday. Because it probably was yesterday. In another timeline, at least. In another timeline where we're in our rosy fields, the air outside, a crisp 65 degrees Fahrenheit. We're in the beautiful state of Arkansas, where it's somehow not scalding us. There's maybe a cloud in the sky this day. It's a few years ago. A younger version of myself rolls in, forgetting that Melusine's third skill is bugged, so we have to reload the game. And I come home from school. I'm maybe 4 years old at the time. I grab a juice box out of the fridge. It's apple juice, my favorite. I pull it out and I see Scotty, the new premium support is dropped. She's going to change the game forever. He's going to usher in a new type of support. Card support, specific. That's going to allow you to do 3-turn farming with all the CEs. I sit down on the countertop, I whip out my phone as fast as I can. I'm a little too excited and I drop it. It slides off the marble countertop onto the floor. And because this is back in the Stone Ages, it causes the screen to crack. You know how iPhones get before they started making them out of real glass. And then I open up the game. 30 free sand quartz for me. Anniversary is dropped. I haven't done all the missions, so I don't get all the bonuses, but it's still enough for me to do a poll. I click the button, go for that 30 roll. It starts spinning, just mundane CEs here and there. A couple of random servants that I've already got to NP5, Maybe it's a Lubu there, maybe it's a Ku Alter or Ku Fool in there. But finally I see it, the rainbow sparkles. And I think, wow, this has got to be it. This is it, this is my time. I'm gonna be one of the lucky ones that gets to enjoy the quick meta. My NP5 Berserker Lancelot, who I've grailed to level 90, is gonna be perfect. I even have the Maximum Broken K-Scope fully leveled up. I'm in such a good position for this meta. It spins around. It's gold. It's a caster. This is perfect. It's a 5-star caster. I know this because of the rainbow sparkles. It slowly flips up into reveal. Not the fair-skinned maiden that I was expecting with the crimson eyes and the deep purple dress that I so desired, but instead, it's some bitch I didn't even read the story chapter for. Some turd blossom pulling up to my summons, impersonating my goddess Scotty, thinking that they're half as good of a servant as they would be. And I relegate them to the second archive, never to be leveled again. Unless I were to have pulled Scotty and the remainder of my sand quartz. But alas, I wasn't so lucky. The rest of my pulls would be filled with mediocrity. Nothing but arbitrary servants. People that wouldn't make a difference. CEs that didn't matter to me. I'd already won the game. I had the Maximum Broken Scope. There was nothing to be done. I look outside as my demeanor changes. More of those clouds gather in the sky. I can no longer see the sun. Rain clouds, I think. And it starts to pour. It pours down as my despair becomes overwhelming. I slink back in my chair, slipping into depression. But then, my mom walks into the room, and she says, "Why so sad?" And I say, "I lost. It cost me everything, and I have nothing to show for it." And then, my mother, ever the ray of sunshine in this dark arc, says it can't be all bad. After all, and she goes into her Walmart bag, pulls something out of it. She says, "I'm making the Mexican casserole that you love so much for dinner." And then I smile a bit. It's not a full smile, but I realize that everything is gonna be alright. Scene. Alright, that's my story. That's my story. The brief pause to mentally tone it down was Chef's kiss. So who do you want to be Grand Saber? I'd like male Masashi to be male Saber. I think that'd be really tight. I think that'd be cool. That's how a friend of mine in the first year felt rolling for Drake and getting so many copies of Tamamo and said he's hated her ever since. That's really ironic considering how many people quit the game over not getting Tamamo. Everyone has one servant who has spooked them and never forgiven. God, I hate Orion. No, not for the super. She has got me twice. Oh, so you mean Artemis. I wouldn't mind Artemis. She's got big boobies. And what is the little teddy bear gonna do? Fight back? He ain't got hands yet. He'll never have hands. I have Beast Nero and Tiamat at MP1. Should I roll for more copies? Nah, you'll be fine, man. Start saving for anniversary. We started his villain arc. And she says, add, this is your life now? Only go for more copies if you aren't planning on rolling on anything else soon. Yeah, like, I would save. Like, NP1 for both I think is fine. NP2 Tiamat might be defensible. Like, you might be able to go for that, because, what's her face? Like, you can use her as, like, a farmer for, like, most content. So, like, if you don't have a better farmer, she might be really good for that. Might be not bad. Might not be too bad. Okay, so more Gussie will fire their NP. Yeah. And then we'll just let Satanta get in there. We'll let him cook. I was hoping for Shiro Emiya to become Grand Saber. Look at this guy, ruining the mood with his terrible takes. Emiya? Emiya Shiro? That fraud? That bum? You think he's gonna become Grand Saber? Don't make me laugh. Thank you for the praise, Esteban. Thank you, thank you. Maybe we'll have more story times. Maybe we'll have more story time. Did we all enjoy story time with ZTL? You know, Genix, that could be another idea for the patrons. It would take time away from the actual video editing, but I could always send Genix like a story time and be like, Genix, you are free to do whatever you want with this. This is all for you, buddy. Story time with the L. Story time with the Z Meister. Today I'd like to tell you guys a story. True Sasaki Kojiro Grand Saber. We know he exists. He's in Shimosa. We know he'd be there. But what was he cooking? Why was he there? Makes you wonder. Makes you think. Could the world have been different if we had male Masashi instead of female Masashi? What would the timeline look like? Storytime, take my money. You know, maybe it'll be on the Patreon. Maybe I'll just do random story times. I've got stories to tell. Like the Puma Godzilla story, that's a classic. That is a classic one for those that already know it. Puma Godzilla is a legendary being. Because I'm thinking, I'm like, it was like the time that I thought I encountered a demon. That was pretty fun. Not at the time. It's funny now. But, it was not fun at the time. I would say at the time, did not enjoy that. It was a bit cringe. It was a bit cringe at the time. Between Arthur and Masashi, the bar for Grand Saber is super high. Yeah, I don't think Arthur and Masashi, like the one we have, will be Grand Saber. They kind of both have their own things going for them. Like, Arthur kind of has the whole thing of, like, he's a normal servant that hunts beasts. It would kind of be weird to give him the grand title. Like, I think he could get it, but, like, I wouldn't like it as much. It would take away from some of the cool factor, right? And then Masashi's kind of got her own thing going on. Hey, demons, it's your boy. That was not how I was acting. I was freaking the fuck out. Spoiler alert, the story ends with me zipping home as fast as I could. I've got good dating stories. I've met some very interesting women in my time. I once went on a date with a girl in, like, an abandoned shed, and I thought I was gonna die. That was a fun time. Now I look back at it and I'm like, I'm lucky to not have been serial killed. I'm lucky to be alive. I was like, good lord. I'll save that for the story time. We'll save that for the patrons. But how many years? When is Masashi coming back? Bro, that bum is dead. She's cooked. That dog is washed. She's never coming back. It's gone. Never to return. Locked away in the annals of history. Sealed by chaos. You could say she goes to another school. Okay, that's story only. Extra quest A10, 2 NPCs only. Fun. I love restricted party setups. My favorite. And then... Oh my goodness, we're done. Right? This is where the story is ending right now. This is the time gate for today. I'm not a day behind, am I? After working mobile night security, I can safely say humans are scarier than any evil spirit. What do you mean by that? I have returned. Alright, Genix, you missed story time. But we were talking, and I was like, what we could do is I can always send, I could send Genix like a story time. We could edit it for the patrons. But it would take away... from real editing time. But they would be less stressful because I would probably just give Gen X free reign over it. I'd be like, here you go, here's some fun. I just gotta start finding out stories that I want to tell for story time. It's just Lady Avalon and Tiamat. Yeah, because this is where they're at. Like, so as we're adventuring, it's like we're in America right now. Tiamat and Lady Avalon are following us. I did think this one was really funny because I'm like, dude, Tiamat's gonna get her revenge on Hassan, dude. It's hilarious. Tiamat's like, finally, you get to cook that bum. Is the cat out of the bag? Why would we put a cat in a bag? Roma CC in a few hours? Full power Draco? Well, if Gilgamesh was a ruler, he wouldn't be Gilgamesh anymore. He would just be the boss. In terms of the E word, Genix, no matter how many times you ask, I'm not going to turn into an E girl.
We live back in Coney Island with this dickhead.
Thanks for the follow, my boy. Thank you, Mihiru. Is this the event where Hassan raised Nightingale? What? No. People will just live in shipping containers and other random places, so while patrolling, you sometimes just stumble upon people in places that they shouldn't be. I mean, look, if I was homeless and there was a perfectly good shipping container, it beats living under the bridge. At least I have a roof. It's keeping it hidden. Gen X, you keeping secrets from me? Not very nice. I mean, it's not even the one, it's a shadow servant for some reason. I mean, okay, how shadow servants function in this event is those are the servants, if you're at the beginning of the event. They're all like shadow servants, but they are all the servants that like we encountered on our journey. Which is why I say Draco is our most loyal servant, because you at least find it at the very beginning, right? So you'll get more on it. I'm not going to say all of it, but at the very beginning, Draco is like wounded and dying because of events in Arcade. And then she's still like, every servant in Chaldea, yeah, you know what, Ritska? We're going to run the ones. I got your back. Form a contract with me and I'll run the ones with all of them. I'll run the 1v100. You need to check them so you don't accidentally lock them in. I had an intrusive thought, but I'm not letting the intrusive thoughts win this time. Our secret? I think it's a secret at least. Gen X, I don't have any secrets. Don't you remember that one statement where if you always tell the truth, you don't have to remember what you said? Which I think is kind of stupid. I don't think that's 100% true, but I understand. I get the idea behind it. I understand what bro is trying to cook with that one. It's a good memo. Nero, let me run the fade. Actually, it's not really Nero. It's actually Draco. It's a different character. You troglodyte. You probably just don't understand the high intellectual capacity that is needed to actually understand FGO and its story. Did you know that I also love Rick and Morty? Okay, I gotta run this 3 times and I'm done. I'm free. We have had horror stories of dudes accidentally being shipped across the country. Aside from not having food, okay? Aside from that, that is very funny. If they had food, hilarious story. If they didn't have food, horrific. No, actually, I guess it would no, even if they had food, it'd be really bad, because you don't have a place to go to the bathroom. That sounds pretty bad. Never mind. Okay, if they had a toilet and food, that's hilarious. So like if they were shipped in a room, like I would do that. That'd be pretty funny. Somebody could definitely pay me like $100 to sit in a shipping container where I have food and like a bathroom, and I would willingly get shipped across the country. Reminds me of the books I had to read in elementary school, the Boxcar Kids. They were homeless and lived in an abandoned train boxcar. Why were they homeless? I thought the shadows at the bottom floor were unique to that floor, not the rest of the floors. Good to know, though. Yeah. These are just like other servants we're bumping into, or at least they're bumping into. Because they're like, Beast bad. And I'm like, y'all are cringe. The Beast is hot. Who cares? Yeah, my morals like go out the window as soon as an evil woman comes around. Like, I would think I'm a pretty good person. But, as soon as evil character rears their head, like, all morals go out the window. Like, let me look at the evil, like, the actual evil aligned characters in FGO. Like, I like Salter. I like Semiramis. I like Morgan. I like Kiara. Not going very well. I like Suzuka. I like Atalanta. I like Canis. As much as I rag on her, I do like Vitra. I like Tamamo. I love Medea. I like Kashin Koji. I like MHX Alter. I like Lohai, from what I know about her. I like Jacques. I like Sith. I like Erish. Doesn't really count, but she is chaotic evil. I love Maeve. Maeve is baller. I do like Camilla. It's not going very well. I love Huyan. Atalanta Alter, same thing. Jolter's the reason I'm even playing the game. Love Tyra. Love Needle Alter. Love Marie Alter. Heckin' love BB. I like Tiamat. I like Koyan Dark specifically because of her third ascension. And I like Draco. Yeah, I'm cooked. Okay, let me look at like the good aligned characters. How many good characters do I like? Maybe it balances out. Let's see. Does it balance out? I like Artoria. But I don't like Artoria as much as Saber Alter. I like Zenobia. I do like Kagetora. I like Sanzo. I like Jean. That's another one. I like Masashi. Well, that's it. Chat, am I cooked? Well, I might be cooked. I'll torch the planet for Nero, no hesitation. Exactly. Man knows he's losing. Yeah. Chat, am I cooked? Let me know if I'm cooked. Vote now. Text 1 if you think I'm cooked. Text 2 if you think I'm fine. So, when I'm grinding court, should I do free quests first or rank up or interludes? I mean, you could wait for them to go on, like, half off. Because sometimes free quests go half off. Sometimes rank up and interludes go half off. You could always wait to do them, but... I mean, you could do... I mean, they all have missions. You can kind of do whichever ones you want. Rank ups and interludes usually give you buffs for your characters, though. So, like, I guess you should probably prioritize those. One, but Morgan will pay for the therapy. Can Morgan be my therapist? Can I ask that? Like, I've seen fan art of Morgan in, like, a suit, and... I just want to say, I think the therapist is hot. Anyway, you know... Wait, maybe I'll be fine on neutral, right? Let me look at like balanced. I look at balanced and I see a lot of losers. Ooh, except for Ace. Ace is lawful balanced. Ooh, Okita, that's another W. All right. Tomoe, that's another W. Well, that was very short-lived. Well, that was very short-lived. Okay, so far the vote is 2-2. So I might not be cooked. I might be living. I might be chilling. What are we voting on? We're voting on if I'm cooked. Do have a couple of servants close to leveling up their bond level, and thankfully leveling a bond after bond 5 gives Saint Quartz. That is true. Based on the ratio of evil women that I like versus good, I think so. Neutral had 3, good had 4, evil had what, like 20 or something like. I'd put you in lawful evil when it comes to fate women. Whenever I do the D&D alignment tests, I always get lawful or neutral evil. To be fair, that is like in a fantasy setting, assuming that, like, you know, I'm playing, but one could also say that when we play these fantasy settings, our true desires come out. Actually, no, I've done it with, like, real-life ones, and I still got, like, neutral evil. I don't know. Maybe I am cooked. Chat, it might be over for me. Chat, I might be cooked. It might be over for me. I don't want to talk how deep I went into Draco. I also don't want to talk about how deep you went into Draco. I'm gonna find an alignment one and take it. Here, I'll send you the one that we use. Let's see. It is this one. Here, I'll put it in the elite. I always hard target people who go lawful good just for the hell of it. You know what? I would too. I see that as easy money. If I'm not supposed to like evil women, then why hot? I mean, the image that I think I resonate with the hardest is I love evil women so much. It's like the Ritzka like crying, being like, I love evil women so much. I fuck with that hard. Like, I fuck with that heavy. Like, that image, it's not only true of me and FGO, but it's just true of me as, like, a lifestyle choice. Now, I'm hoping to make some changes. Hoping to make some positive changes. But, I don't know, to be fair, we might be cooked. Might be cooked. Might be over for me. What are we betting? I am before taking? I don't know. You're probably like lawful good. You might get chaotic good. But I don't think Genix is going to pass the questions where it's like, if you see a man dying on the road, do you take all of his money and leave, or do you help him up? I like spice, and that spice is called evil. See, that depends. Is he offering the money? No, you're stealing it off of his corpse. Actually, it doesn't even matter. Just take it. Fuck that bum. If he wanted his money, he shouldn't have gotten beat up on the side of the road. See, like, I'm the fourth Samaritan in the story. Where you, like, come in and you, like, you offer the guy help, and you bring him to a tavern, but then you charge him for it. And then because he feels like you owe him, you can really rack it up. You can, like, really charge him extra. And then you hold that over him for the rest of his life. You'd be like, you know what? You would have been dead if it wasn't for me. If I didn't get you out of that pit, you would have been dead. And you extort him for all he's worth. If he doesn't have any actual monetary value, you get him to do work. At the very least, he could function as a meat shield. Is he French? No, I don't think he's French. I don't think the guy's French. I don't need to fix her. The war crimes are funny and I'm about them. The war crimes turn me on, honestly. You might need to get the milk before it's too late. What does he mean by that, dude? What do you mean by that, dude? What do you mean by this? Can Suzuka farm? I pulled her on Draco's banner. No, she doesn't have the battery for it, unfortunately. The easiest way to tell if like a Buster Servant could farm is if they have a 30% battery. There are some exceptions to that, but generally if they have at least a 30% battery, they'll be fine. And Suzuka does not have a battery. She has 10% of return, which is like nice in CQs, but is not conducive for Buster farming. It is big on Fort. I'm afraid to ask what he means. Smile. some evil ladies can be fixed and some are unfixable. Like, I'll just tell everybody, when I was playing Baldur's Gate 3, the first playthrough I did was evil because I wanted to romance Minthara, and I did not try to change her at all because her being evil is hot. Sorry. Maybe they don't need to be fixed. I've been watching your videos ever since I started playing FGO 3.5 years ago, and they've been a huge help choosing what servers I wanted in my Chaldea. So I wanted to share my appreciation. Well, you know what, Joe Mama? Thank you. I'm glad that I'm doing my job and I'm able to help you out. And being a little entertaining and informative along the way. But that's just a bonus. As a master of Chaldea, I'm sometimes asked what I feel my biggest problem is. And the answer is always the same. I love bad bitches, that's my problem. Chat, stone that guy. Chat, kill that guy. Send him to the gulag. Send him to the gulag. Get him out of here. He's spitting though? No, he's talking. Well, actually, he's typing. If we're gonna keep it a solid. Actually, maybe he can't be a solid. Maybe he's the drink. Well, that actually can't be true. Because people call me the drink. I can't be a solid. And I'm definitely not in a state of gas or plasma. I must be a liquid. A solid is the cub? Yeah, so who's the cub? If I'm the drink, then who's the cub? Now remember, if you're the cub, you're getting... someone's putting their lips on you to drink the drink. I just call you Morgan's wife. That also works. I will accept that. Morgan is the cub? Ooh. Ooh, what about the method? The method is also the cub. We know this. That's in the lore. Because the method is in which the way one would drink the drink, you know? So those are one and the same. They're not interchangeable. What if there's a straw? Doesn't exist. Straws are made up constructs of human imagination. Get with the program. Gotta get with the times. Gotta get with the times, man. Gotta get with the current state of thought. You might not have downloaded Human Conscious 2.0. That's why you might be thinking about straws. Gotta update your conscious, man. You gotta update your CPU. And you know who's gonna help you update your conscience? We're gonna take you over to, we're gonna go raid Terry. So for my YouTube people, that does mean, unfortunately, this is where our time together comes to an end. It was a great journey, almost 3 hours long, catching up on the Lilim Harlot event. There was love, there was romance, there was anger, there was rage, there was sadness and sorrow. There was joy and happiness. So I hope you had a good time. And if you're watching this in the future, and you weren't here live, I hate you. But if you were here live, y'all are the real ones. Y'all are the goats. Y'all are the kings of the chat. Legally, you're allowed to bully anybody that watches this video later. But with that being said, YouTube guys, I'll catch y'all tomorrow for probably the Satanta video. And my Twitch guys, we're gonna go goon in Terry's chat and say that Bargus is mid or something.